Hi guys, good night to each and every one. Welcome back to my channel. Remember to hit the notification bell. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend. Invite your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your auntie, your uncle, right? Tell a friend, guys. Share the broadcast. Guys, sorry I've been MIA. I have not been feeling all that great, but I'm here and I'm still blessed and I'm happy I'm alive. Guys, today's topical discussion will be in regards to emotion. So we're going to talk about emotion today, okay? What is an emotion? Well, an emotion, it is our mental state brought on by um, neurophysical changes, right? Which is variously associated with thoughts, our own inner thoughts, our own feelings, behavioral response, right? And a degree of pleasure or displeasure, right? So these are currently signs of which and how we respond in terms of our emotions. So sometimes, guys, we tend to feed on our own emotions. Sometimes we're not even able to control our own emotions because of how we are in particular, and sometimes we do take things a bit personal. Well, I, for one, I do. I'm not gonna lie about that. I do take things personal at times, and I'm learning, guys, each and every day of my life. It is a learning curve, a learning process in which I learn, and I'm pretty sure there's, you know, quite a few of us out there can differentiate based on our learning process on a day-to-day basis, right? So we feed on our emotions. Sometimes we make our emotion get the best of us, right? Sometimes we make our emotion, it runs wild, and sometimes we don't even know how to control it. Sometimes it takes others to really sit down, or to find the time out to tell us what we're doing, in a sense, because like I said, it is a state of thoughts, feeling, and behavioral responses. Sometimes our behavior, actions, we do things because based on our emotions, right? But in the process, when we do things, right, because we make our emotion take over, sometimes in the process we're hurting other individuals, which it's not fair, guys, right? It is very not fair for us to take out our emotions, what we're feeling towards others, especially when that individual has nothing in particular to do with what our situation is, what we're feeding on based on our emotions. So we have to learn to control it, in a sense. We have to learn to put certain things to the side, deal with certain things, right, on a different forefront, and not let it take full effect or full control in. So when I said our thoughts, sometimes our thoughts or our mind overwork. So sometimes we start thinking on things, right? So sometimes the way we think, we make it get the best of us. And sometimes, like I said, you see the mind is very powerful. And like I tell you guys from day one, you are in control, you're in pursuit, right? So you have to take that control, because if, per se, I'll give you an example. If your mind say, you know what, the chalkboard black, right? You dead stamp, you look on the chalkboard, you look on the board, you know, and the board might look green because you have your conscious level, right? In your subconscious level. You're looking at it and you say, the charcoal, it green, but my mind a tell me say, it black. Your mind can play tricks on you. Your mind can play tricks on you, right? And our mind does that at times. Sometimes we might put a cup down and we don't really remember, and we never really check how we put the cup down. And then when we come back now and we look on the cup, in our own mind, our mind has say, you know, the cup never stays, so the cup move, you know. I'm just showing you an example, right? The cup move. Then you know get very upset now and say somebody moved the cup when nobody actually moved the cup, because at that particular time you did not look before you leave. Look how the cup is before you leave. You leave the cup there, right? So these are little things that sometimes play on our own emotion and that can cause problems, right? So how can we control our emotions? How? What are some of the things that we can do, right, to control our emotion? We have to take control of that. We have to learn to change how we think, how we speak, and how we put things in perspective, right? We have to learn to control that and to change certain things. Behavioral response, right? Sometimes if somebody per se say something that you don't like, then you start thinking and you start to, you know, put things your way. Even when sometimes somebody might say something that you don't like, but kill you dead. To you, it means that the person mean bad, when not necessarily the person mean bad, but it's to how we conceive it and how we think, right? And yet then we let our own emotion get the best of us, right? So we have to be in full control, understand, and take control of our emotions, right? When I say emotions, emotion is a definition, which means at times it is strong feelings. It is anger. It can be love, it can be joy, it can be fear, right? And when I say anger, anger means, in example, if somebody do something bad to you or say something bad to you, you get very angry, you get upset. That is an emotion, right? Love, it is an emotion, right? Why I say love is an emotion is because it's a feeling. You're feeling something inside you, right, which compels, right, in which how you feel towards a certain individual or thing, right? And joy is the same. You feel joy in your heart, you feel fulfillment. You understand me? Fear, it's an emotion, because an example, when I say fear is an emotion, because sometimes something or someone can drive fear in you, or you fear if you go down the street because you hear say there was a robbery down the street, so you fear if you go down there. There was a shooting down the street, you fear if you go down the street. You understand? It's all emotions, all our emotions. You understand? Sometimes we let our emotion get the best of us and we act on it. We act on it. Sometimes we don't even recall. I wouldn't say remember, because remember is not in this case. We get emotion and we act on it, right? We feed on our own emotion, right? And then at times how we are feeling, we throw it on other people. That is not nice, that is not kind, and they don't deserve it. And when we do things, we are to take responsibility of our own actions. And guys, you're not big, you're not too small. When you do something wrong, to say you're sorry, right? Sometimes, at times, we're not even thinking. At times, we're so caught up in our own emotions at the time, we're not even thinking what we're doing, what we're saying, and how we're acting to certain people that does not deserve our actions. So we're not too big and we're not too small to analyze and to assess and to say we are sorry. And when you're saying sorry, guys, you say it from within. Mean it. Own it. Don't just say sorry because you want to just push it to the side and that's it. No. You own it. You accept where you go wrong and do it sincerely with an apology. Because at times we throw our anger and our wrath out on people that do not deserve. You understand me? And those are turn off points. People will turn off from you. People will start looking at you differently. But because of our own emotions. And to say, guys, I find myself did something, right? I did something and I had to own it and I had to apologize for it. So I'm not too old to apologize when I go wrong. And I'm not too old to listen to other people's when they're encouraging. You understand me? Because at times, like I say, there's people that means you well. It's not everybody against you. It's not everybody in the world against you. You understand me? So we have to take control of our feelings, our thoughts, and our own emotions. At times, we have to take control of it. Don't let it control you. You control it, and you can do it, right? Another way where you can control it when it comes to your emotions, you just pull yourself to the side and you just think. Think, sit and think before you speak or before you act. Or you can even count. Just count. Just count. Count whether you want to count to 10, you want to count to 20, 60, or 100, you just count. Count and calm and relax yourself. Take a deep breath in and out. In and out. Whenever you feel like your emotions, it a run wild and you're so angry, you're so upset, and just breathe in and breathe out. Inhale and exhale. Count. Those are little exercise. Go for a little walk. Clear your mind, clear your head. Go for a little walk for like a good 20-30 minutes. Go for a walk. Go for a drive out. Clear your mind. Because sometimes, our actions let us do things that we will later regret down the road, right? So sometimes when we take that time out and analyze and assess and to weigh the pros and cons in which how best we can deal with it, or if we did something, then we can go back to the drawing board and say, you know what, I could have dealt with this on a different aspect, or in a different way, or in a different light, or in a different term, whatever way you want to say it. But we have to make our emotions be controlled, and we can definitely do so. So those are pointers that we can follow, right, which can help to control our emotions. Don't take things too personal. I, for one, do, but I'm slowly learning to not to let any or everything get a hold of me or get the best of me. I'm only human, guys, and I do make mistakes. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes on a day-to-day basis, but I have to own it. I have to accept it, and then I have to fix it. Right? So that's basically with emotions. We have to be careful. We have to be mindful, and we have to put ourselves in another person's shoes as well, because sometimes we do things, guys, and I'm pretty sure you understand and you know what I mean, right? So it's just a feeling. It's a feeling. It's your thoughts, right? And like I said, your mind is very powerful. Sometimes the mind play tricks on us, so we have to be careful. You understand? If we find that at some point that if we put something down and we can't remember, write it on a little piece of paper and say, I put this there, so that go and blame somebody else for misplacing something. I'm just throwing out examples. You understand? If somebody says something to you, don't go and take it out on anybody else that has nothing to do with the scenario. Don't do that. That's not nice, and that is really not kind, because they don't deserve to be treated, you understand me, for something that they didn't do. They have no partake in whatever happened. So we have to be mindful, and we have to take full control and be in charge, right? So it's our own reaction, how we react at times towards things. Because sometimes, some of us, we're too hot-headed. Sometimes anybody say any little thing to us, we're ready for curse and go on. You understand me? Sometimes we deal with it on a different level. We take it to heart and we throw a tantrum. But we have to be careful, and we have to stop. Right? So we have to start considering, and we have to start being distinct based on how we express ourselves. Okay? So beautiful people, hope you all are having a wonderful week, and remember to stay blessed, stay strong, stay prayed up, stay humble, stay positive, right? And promise me, you will not make your emotions get the best of you. All right? So when you see at any time you're gonna be angry or somebody upset you or whatever the case, just do what I told you. Go for a little dry out, go for a little walk, count 1 to 10. You understand me? Take some deep breath, inhale and exhale out, right? Those are small little pointers that you can do. You understand me? Just to take a breather, right? Because some of us can't control ourselves, but we have to clear our minds and do little meditation as well. Meditation is good. Meditation is good as well. You understand? So we have to release that, because that is negative. That's negative and toxic energy. You understand me? The anger, it is negative, it is toxic, right? Clear, harmful, emotional energy, right? And upgrade yourself And when I say upgrade yourself to be in control, to be in charge. All right? A clear balance. So the mind is clear, the mind is free. Okay? You can even get some books, you know, and sit and read. Sit and read. Just go to a small little corner and just read. Sometimes you don't have to argue and you don't have to fuss or fight. You understand? And it's not every little thing you should react towards it. Not every little thing. You know yourself and you know who you are. So it's not every little thing or any little thing you should react to. You know yourself. You know your inner capability. Right? So start, be in control of your emotion, your reactions. Less react to negativity. Less react to negativity. I know it's hard. I know it is hard, guys. Sometimes not to answer, not to react, it is hard. But for our own health and well-being, don't let negativity, don't let your emotion, don't feed on negativity, toxic, you know, things that does not mean you any good. So what is our emotion once again? So our emotion is our own response to the world around us, to the people around us. You understand me? How we feel in combination of our feelings, our thoughts. You understand? So do those little tips that I give you. Go for a walk. Go for a drive. Go read a little book in a corner. Go do a little meditation. Understand, those are little things you can do to avoid and let your emotion get the best of you. You understand me? Because our feelings are a dominant force in learning. They are powerful, right? And meaningful. But what are they? And what happens inside of us, right? When feelings are hurt. So we have to think about that. Or when somebody hurts our feelings, we have to think about that. So we have to be mindful. Don't jump the gun too fast. Not everything a person say or do, you should react to it. And do not throw your emotions, how you're feeling, on others. Don't do it. It's not a nice feeling. It's disrespectful. You understand me? And it makes you look ugly or bad. Okay? You might not agree with what I am saying, But this is my own perspective and this is my own opinion on how I look and how I see emotion on the forefront. All right, guys. So you start thinking and see how best you can take control of your emotion and what are some of the things that you can do to avoid reacting, right? You can do it, and I believe in you. You can do it. You can start changing and you can start thinking on how you are going to be in pursuit and in control of your emotions. Yet again, our emotions help us, it help keeping us right on the right track at times. Why? By making sure that we are led by more than cognition, right? And when I said led by more than cognition, cognition means you're with it. You're here. You're seeing. You're here. You're with it. You understand me? You're not gone. Your mind is not gone. You're with it, so you know what to do. You know how to use it. An emotion occurs when there are certain biological or certain experiential and certain cognitive states which all occurs simultaneously. So what it means is our emotions are the glue that holds the cells of the organism together. Or brain cells. Or cognitive impairment. We're not insane, we're there, we're with it. Okay, guys, so thanks for tuning in. And today's topical discussion is basically on our emotions. What is emotion? How best we can deal with our emotions? And what are certain things that we can do in order to avoid our emotions getting in the way and us, reacting. So guys, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend, tell your aunt, your uncle, your sister, your brother. You understand me? For come on over, guys. Subscribe to the channel. These are topics that we face on a day-to-day basis. These are things that we do in our everyday life, right? And these are things that we can bring to the forefront and we can have a topical discussion and see how best we can deal with things, right? Because my opinion, your opinion, we can learn from it, right? You'll be surprised to know, because not everybody think the same. So what I am thinking, Mary might not be thinking the same, but when I voice it, at least Mary can analyze and assess and say, you know what, I wasn't even looking at it that way. I learned something. And it goes vice versa. If Mary says something, right, and I wasn't even looking at it that way, at least I see it in a different light and on a different, you know, emphasis. So guys, thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you another time. And yes, the story time, it'll come up very soon, guys. I might drop a story for you guys tomorrow. So thanks for tuning in. Have a blessed night. Love you guys. Stay prayed up, stay humble, stay strong, and stay positive. Okay, love you guys. Have a good night. Mwah.